Alright. Great save by Diogo Costa. Hello everyone. How is everyone doing? Welcome yet again to another 7 Deadly Sins 2011 gaming session. I hope that everyone had a wonderful holiday season and Happy New Year. We're in 2024, so this game looks a little bit outdated. Even though it says 2023, it's actually 2 years old. But yeah, I thought that it was around the time for us to do another video with commentary. We haven't done one of these in quite a while, probably since a month or something. I got sick at the end of December and then the holiday season, so kind of got a little busy in the middle. But I think now is about time for us to return to commentary videos. And today we're going to be diving yet again into the world of Football Manager. We're going to continue the playthrough that we were doing with Benfica, which is my club. If you don't understand a thing about football, or soccer as it's known in other parts of the world, this video is probably not for you. But if you are a football fan, then we're going to continue on this little run. So yeah, we're just going to dive right into it. Let's just change to windowed mode because it runs a lot better like that. Right. Let's dive right into this Benfica playthrough. Where we had last left off, we were ready to play a game with Porto. I believe, I'm not sure if it was for the league or for a cup. But we're gonna dive into that game today. Maybe we're also gonna be diving into some transfers. But yeah, we beat Braga the last time that we played a little bit of this game, and we've got this little message from Bristol City, who declared interest in David Jurasek, which is a player that we had selected as undesirable for our club. This was a player that signed for Benfica this season and wasn't really doing much for us. So yeah, we've got this. We've got our tactics set up, and I do think that we need to seriously consider reworking our tactics, especially since I believe that some players are actually being played a little bit out of position, namely Orkun Kokshu. If you watch games played by Benfica in real life as of now, Orkun Kokshu is being played in this very much deep playmaking position in midfield. He's more of an advanced midfielder kind of role, and I do think that he definitely he gives more product if you play him a little bit more advanced in the field. That said, because he's been usually paired with a ball recovering midfielder or a defensive midfielder, usually he's able to do this role just fine. But we are going to experiment putting him as a number 10 in an actual different midfield, where Florentino or anyone comparable plays as the defensive midfielder, and we've got someone who is more properly of a midfielder, center midfielder, can play alongside him in that position. As you can see, usually our formation is a 4-2-3-1, very much inspired by the real formation of current Benfica coach Roger Schmidt. I usually play with two midfielders, one of them being a defensive or ball recovering midfielder and the other being more of a verticalizing playmaker. And then I played with three advanced midfielders, two wingers, two of them being wingers, one of them being a number 10, and finally a striker who is usually more of a mobile striker. Technically, we have two inverted wingers, but the idea is more so for this to be. The idea is more so for two players to. Well, actually, I think it's correct. Two inverted wingers, two wingers who can cut inside and combine with the midfielders and with the advanced midfielder who is Gonçalo Guedes in this. in this current formation. So technically our starters are, in this case, are Thiago Villa, who is an upstart. Well, not an upstart, but he is an up-and-coming player. He literally just had his first real start in real life at Benfica in the last game. And Angel Di Maria, who is currently unavailable, but in the game he still is available. Technically, we have much more players than this, but I believe I believe that David Neres is still recovering from injury. I don't know where he is. Oh, either way. I know that he's still recovering from injury, so he's probably not the best choice for now. And I do like seeing Thiago Villa in this role. So, yeah, well, and he's playing as a supporter while Di Maria is playing as an attacking inverted winger. Gonçalo Guedes does great supporting, and Jebison is very good as an advanced. Well, not really. When I say that, Jebison is not really the best. But he's a kid, so, and I signed him for 10 million, which I think was a stupid choice. Because he still lacks a lot of end product. But because I decided at the time that he was going to be a long-term project, so it is. So yeah, we've got this starting 11 for the last game that we had. This is not going to be the starting 11 for the next game, I'm sure. So we're going to be looking into the squad, and we're going to be looking a little bit into the dynamics of the team before we get to that Porto game. Let's go to our squad planner, and in reality, we've got a lot of players. We still have a lot of players. Gonçalo Guedes is our starting advanced midfielder, though Kokshu is probably going to end up winning that role. Then we have Kasper Tengstedt, who is a player who is, he's a solid player, all things considered. But nothing really out of the ordinary, but I think that he serves as a rotation player. So I think this is probably one of the positions that we are most in need of a new player, even though I think Kokshu can take that role just fine in the beginning of next season, since Guedes is not going to stay. And for midfield, we have way too many players anyway. We've got a lot of wingers, and we have plenty of strikers as well. We are probably most in need of fullbacks and defenders, especially in the wings. Alexander Ba is our main starter, but he's injured. Benjamin Heinrichs is our second starter, and a very important player as well. We've got plenty of center backs, and we also have. And I don't know why it says here that Antonio Silva is behind Morato in the hierarchy. I don't know why that is. But we've got this. João Vitor is probably going to be sold. And then we have this for left back, which I think is definitely also a position in which we are in dire needs, especially since I'm not planning to keep Juan Bernat for next season. And David Jurasek is also going to be sold. I did have the idea to buy a new left back, which I believe is this kid, Ben Christine, who is apparently, he's good at crossing, he's very good at making decisions. Well, actually not very good, he's only a 10 at making decisions, but he's very fast, he's got great pace, he's got a very good first touch, he's very technical, so he's definitely more of a fullback than anything else. Yeah, we'll see how he manages to work with us. He's got very good anticipation, and though I think we will probably need to work his aggression. And he's a decent off the ball worker, very good positioning, very good with teamwork and work rate. So I think he's a pretty solid choice, all things considered. Maybe won't be a full out starter, but I think if we can, we will probably be able to turn him into, a very solid little player. And only at 19, so he's got plenty of room to grow. And these are all our other things that we have. We've got some clauses here that we ended up not using, so. Well, honestly, I think that this is a clause worth selling. So yeah. We went through a little bit of the tactics here. We have a left back incoming for the beginning of either this season or the next. We won't really go in depth through that. Let's see how our training is being done. I'm looking here at some of the things that he's able to, that he could do. All right. Yeah, a little quick chat with the player, and yeah, I think that we are well in our path to manage to do something pretty successful. We're just gonna skip the next few days because there really isn't much else to do. Let's just get our little inbox. So, yeah. Yeah, I'd say that this is a pretty decent team selection here. We have a sellout expected for the Porto game at Estádio da Luz, which is obviously. We have some messages regarding the hype on the Benfica Porto Classic. This is going to be a difficult game because Porto is always a difficult game, especially since they're our biggest rivals. And we'll see how it goes. What I was doing here was to replace Chiquinho in the Benfica B team because, well, Chiquinho is probably going to be sold at the end of this January transfer window, so he's kind of an uninteresting player. But yeah, we're just gonna move on. So we have a performance analyst ready to sign for us. That's cool. All right. We have a draw for the Taça de Portugal, which is basically the Portuguese Cup. So let's attend to it. Estrela da Amadora is going to face Chaves, okay. Rio Ave versus Nacional da Madeira. Marítimo versus Porto, which means that we're going to face Leixões away. All right. That makes sense. Cool. So we're facing Leixões at Taça de Portugal, which is the 6th round, which I believe are the quarterfinals. I'm pretty sure they're the quarterfinals since there were 8 teams left. This would not be a very good scout for sure. That said, do we have some players that would actually be interesting choices? Again, left back is probably the position that we are most in need. It's not going to be easy to find someone like this. Oh, but we did have a left back there who would be an interesting choice. Christian Glauder. But he's not very good, so we can just go here by the best choices. This would be a very good choice, actually. Josh Doig. And what's his current status? Terrific, actually. So, well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll leave him for the future. All right, let's give Porto a run for their money. I realize that there's a lot of downtime when I'm doing these playthroughs. I'm sorry. Sometimes there's just not much that I can say. Especially during these moments when the game is loading. I wish that I had things to say, but I just don't. Other than I hope that it goes well. But there was a lot of inboxes ready. A player called Ederson is set to move to us, so I don't know if we need attacking midfielders right now. Antonio Silva is showing progress, which is cool. All right, and our fitness sets. Ba is able to play. David Neres is still not fully fit, so all right, let's do the tactical meetings. Do it. Let's do the team selection, and then we'll handle the scenario with the actual tactics as well as opposition-centered tactics. Anatoly Trubin will be our starting keeper. He's the best keeper that we have right now. For left back, technically, Rafael Rodrigues is injured, so we're going to go with Juan Bernat. And since Juan Bernat's also unavailable, we'll have to push someone else. We'll bring up Artur Cabral and all right. Do we not have anyone in the entire squad that is able... Well, we do have Benjamin Heinrichs, but I don't think that he should really play as a left back. So we've got him, and then on center backs we have Morata and Antonio Silva, which I think is correct. Ba will play as our starting right back. He's more of an offensive player than... Well, actually, he's not fully ready yet, so we'll go with Hendricks here. And if need, we'll figure out some way to handle the wings. This is not very good coaching, I know. Probably should find another left back or another right back, since Ba is still not fully fit. Well, technically, João Vitor is around, so maybe he can play as right back if need be. But we are definitely in need to more fullbacks. So as I said, I do want Orkun Kokshi to play as a number 10, so we're going to experiment him as such. He's definitely better as an advanced playmaker, so we'll have him on support. Gonçalo Guedes is not going to be in the midfield. I think Gonçalo Guedes would be better off experimented here on the left flank. Sorry. Where he's going to play as, well, he's going to play as a supporting the inverted winger, and this is going to be personalized for him. Same here, this is going to be personalized for him, and already is. Di Maria is going to play as an attacking inverted winger as well. For center midfield, we have Florentino Luis, and we're going to replace him with Pablo Rosario since Florentino Luis already played. And alongside him, either Danny Ceballos or Frederick Arsenis. We're going to go with Ceballos, who I think would be interesting to experiment here. His capacity for short-term combinations and shorter passes means that he could be able to explore spaces very well. And for striker, I think we're going to go with Petar Musa or Artur Cabral. Jefferson is probably not the best choice here. Well, actually, we're going to go with Musa here, since I think he's got a better work rate than Cabral. All right, we've got that. We've got all these sorted out. And I told you Trubin is a personal. And for the opposition, we always choose the opposition roles specifically. We had them all set up a while ago. So basically, just apply almost every instruction to everybody, but especially to the midfield. I think the midfielders are the most important players that you need to press, because it's from their work that the playmaking comes through. They help defend, they help attack, and they are very crucial in getting the balls into the attacking players. So if you press the midfield, usually things are going to go your way. So yeah, that's really about it. Here we go. Wait. Oh yes, we need to replace here these players since technically they are unavailable. Gives us a chance to put Ba here. And then we have to choose 2 more players. Jurasek is probably would not be a good choice. So we'll go with Rafael Luis. Oh, and João Mario. How is this guy locked? This guy was locked here. Probably should put one of these. Yeah, I'll do that. João Mario moves to the main. Right. I enjoy playing this game mainly for the transfer stuff, but definitely requires a lot to work around it in terms of making videos for Football Manager. That said, though, this is an interesting video to make with a big classic like this between Benfica and Porto. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll just skip this part, and here we go. For the record, if the game is anything close to realistic, Ankle Di Maria will absolutely crush Zaidu in Porto's left flank. Bah, what the hell was that? I still haven't really done much of a work in regards to... Oh, we nearly got a goal there. I still haven't done much work in regards to set pieces. So free kicks, corners, that kind of stuff. Haven't really done much work there. Bah. Danny Ceballos has already been yellowed. Uh-oh. Great save by Anatoly Trubin. We leave a lot of space behind. I think we need to do something about that. Nice. Offside. Yeah, but that was so offside. There was no way that is going to be a valid goal. He seemed way too ahead. Yeah, makes sense. But it wasn't by a lot, to be fair. We need to increase our mentality to attacking. And I'm going to ask the players to pass into spaces and with a higher tempo. Uh-oh, we have an injured player. Great. All right, we'll have to take off Morato. We'll replace him with, well, we'll pass. And we'll do that. Would have been a very good idea, but they are very compact in the back. That is not working at all. Great. Ah. This is not going to be an easy game. Uh-oh. Bernat got eaten very easily there with that terrible... Well, Missing interception. Redeemed himself there. The game progresses, and now we're attacking again. Great pass to Di Maria. I do not believe that Zaidu would actually manage to outdo Angel Di Maria, but sure, whatever you say. Oh shit, that was very close. I would say that they are doing better overall. We need to do we need to change some things here. All right. Ooh, great save by Diogo Costa, robbing us of a goal there. Great interception. Yeah, but offside. Just these closest are getting the yellow, so at least it's not just us. Vita with great acceleration. Yeah, but he's definitely not really an agile player, so. Ugh, terrible Musa there. He was pressed very easily and lost the ball very easily. Uh-oh. And somehow we escaped a goal there. Holy crap. Ceballos there, very easily knocked over. This is end-to-end now. But Porto with much higher XG than us. They are pressing our players with greater ease. How is that possible? Zaidu is not that good of a left back. We need to change some things here. We need to focus mostly Great shot. Was the first time that we really were able to capitalize on those open spaces. Maybe passing to space was not a great idea in this particular game. Shit, Pepe now has an open highway to do well. Oof, great. That is definitely a yellow card. It was not? That's a miracle. Better not manage to saving his ass there. But honestly, the team hasn't really done much. Both teams have 4 shots, each Benfica with 2 on target, them with 1. But they have higher XG. But honestly, both teams are pretty even. But I would say that something needs to change here. So, what can we actually change here? I'd say not passing to space. And no passing directness, without a doubt. Yeah, that's about right. And in out of possession, press much more often, without a doubt. We'll reduce the defensive line to standard, since I think it's probably going to end up being you know, probably going to end up being dangerous if we do that. I'm not sure if the Ceballos midfield experiment works well on a game like this, since yes, Porto is a team that leaves spaces, but at the same time, oh great, not another injured player, for fuck's sake. Well, I think what we're gonna do is put, yeah, I think João Mario can play there. And we'll have Guedes play more as an attacking player, and Kokshu as an attacking player as well. Ceballos will play more as a supporting role. As a matter of fact, I think Ceballos should just exit since he's yellow carded. So at 45 minutes, we already had to do three subs. Bah, what the hell, Benjamin Henriks? Great. Ruben once again with $1 million save, but he was offside. Alright. Telling you to remove that instruction of staying on your feet. Maybe we'll handle that. Galin is a very fast player, so I think we need to be careful on those counters. Ah, there was no one to capitalize on that heading there. Vitor with a great interception, clearing the ball. Yeah, but there's no way Musa is going to be able to. Shit. Great pass to Gonçalo Guedes. Joe Costa manages to save it. This has been a keeper's game, basically. Still 0-0 at 57 minutes. Even though we have 2 more shots on target than they do, they still have higher XG than we do. For a Navarro win, which is certainly that was lucky. Great interception by Pablo Rosario, but still not enough. Oof. Galin being Galin and missing that one by a lot. What the hell? You just left. Ew, shit. Shit. Why did that defender just leave Evan Wilson with the ball? What the hell? Well, we're definitely going to have to... João Vitor did a terrible job there, I think. Either him or João Mario. I don't know which one it was. Yes, it was João Vitor. Well, we're going to have to radically change our approach there. All right. We're going to make Frederick Arsenault's pass much more direct. And we're going to have him hold position. No, hold position, no. Stay wider and run wide with the ball. And Kokshu again, he's definitely going to do a lot more direct passing too. As for the rest, well, I do think that Gedge works best behind the keeper But we're going to put him up front. No, we're not going to take any chances now. Yeah, for now we'll keep it at this. Gedge will enter as an advanced midfielder if need be. João Vitor is terrible tonight. Jesus Christ. Ugh, great shot from Antonio Silva. Heads up front. That was a terrible decision. He could have passed the ball. Better not getting eaten again. He was definitely one of the weakest links in the team. Pepe has a yellow, which is good. We'll see how the next few minutes go, and then we'll make a sub. The last two subs in the game. Jesus. All right, we've got one last hurrah. We'll put Gonçalo Guedes here, and Kokshu leaves for the Turcabralo. And we'll go with two strikers, and we'll João Mario gets played in the right to help Juan Bernat. Either that or we'll go with Ba here. But Arsnes would not be a wise choice to exit. Instead, I think we're going to keep Arsnes as a center midfielder. And we'll put in well, we don't have Ba, so our only option is probably to go with someone who's also relatively... Now, we don't have any other options, actually. So instead, we're going to keep Pablo Rosario. We're going to keep... No, I don't know. I don't know really what I'm going to do. Our bench is just that limited. Well, instead, I think what we can do is... We'll keep Rosario in midfield and we'll push Florentino Luis inside. We're gonna go with a very strange experimental 4-3-1-2, where we have two advanced midfielders occupying the central space. and no one really. But I don't want Arsens necessarily to be a winger. That's why I'm pissed at his positioning. Yeah, we'll just keep him as a central midfielder. And yeah, all or nothing. This is all or nothing. If it doesn't work, I'm taking my first loss in the league. And it would be embarrassing if it was against Porto of all teams. Come on. Ugh. Diogo Costa has basically rescued Port's game more than once. How are you supposed to beat these really good keepers on Football Manager? Bernat has been one less, but we have no other options. Come on. Ugh, another Diogo Costa save. How are you supposed to beat him? Keepers are pretty much made invincible in Football Manager and FIFA and all those games. Offside! Are you kidding me? Jesus. Nah, this one we ain't winning. I damn well tried my best. But I was fucked over by the fact that our squad is just short. Come on, Musa. Ugh, terrible pass. Great. Is there anything I can do now? No, I don't think so. João Vitor is not stepping another foot at Benfica. He's done. He completely screwed us over this game. And Juan Bernat also wouldn't step his foot on the team again after a game like this. He's been horrendous. But he's lucky that we have no other options. All our other players are injured, so... It's so frustrating sometimes. And I wouldn't even say we dominated this game because they had more shots. But it should have been more even. They got a goal because our keeper was... Not our keeper. Because our defender was fucking asleep. And it's pretty much over. What am I supposed to do? They're not gonna... It's not like the time that they're wasting is gonna be recovered anyway, so... But fuck you, anyway. Get a move on, you asshole! Come on! Apparently Zaidu is a fucking magician, because if you watch this game, if you play this game, you would assume that he's a magician. And that's really that. Our team was wasteful in so many ways. I didn't mean to click there. I can't believe that we lost to Porto. That is just embarrassing. We're still 3 points ahead, but that is a terrible performance. Blech. This definitely didn't really do anything good for us. We're not being injured halfway through. Anyway, We lost after 16 games undefeated in the league. That is just quite something. Porto are unbeaten for 10 games now. Alright, well, that's going to conclude our gaming session for today on a very sour note, unfortunately. Well, we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and stay safe. Till then, bye.